Today, we are going to talk about the mystery of human connection. Sometimes, getting to know a person, or even getting to know yourself, can feel like trying to solve a complex puzzle. One minute, you think you have someone figured out. You think you understand their patterns and their heart. And then, in the blink of an eye, they do something that surprises you, showing you a completely different side of who they are. It is important to remember that while you are observing others, they are often observing you, too. We are all constant broadcasters of information. We transmit clues about our inner worlds through tiny, often subconscious actions. There are a multitude of small things that can reveal a tremendous amount about your personality. These are not grand gestures or deep confessions. They are the micro behaviors of daily life. Things like what shoes you choose to wear in the morning, how frequently you glance at your phone, or even the way you sip your tea. If you are curious to learn more about these subtle signals, stay with me. We are going to explore 9 little things that can reveal a lot about you. Number 1 is how often you check your phone. Let us be honest, we all do it. In this modern age, our devices are extensions of our hands. Your phone buzzes, it beeps. It lights up with notifications from friends, family, or work. It demands your attention. But have you ever stopped to consider what your relationship with your phone says about your mental state? Did you know that checking your phone too intensely might be a gentle signal that you are struggling with your emotional well-being? A dedicated team of psychologists at the University of Derby and Nottingham Trent University conducted a fascinating online study. They observed 640 smartphone users, ranging in age from 13 to 69, to determine the association between smartphone usage and personality traits. The results were quite illuminating. They indicated that people who are struggling with their mental health are more likely to use their smartphone intensively as a form of coping mechanism or therapy. Think about it. As your anxiety levels rise, your hand instinctively reaches for the phone. It is a distraction, a shield, a way to numb the overwhelming feelings of the present moment. The study suggests that the less diligent or emotionally stable you feel, the more likely you are to become addicted to the device. So look around you with compassion. Have you noticed that your roommate has been glued to their screen lately? Or perhaps your younger sibling cannot seem to put the phone down for dinner. Instead of judging them as rude or distracted, consider that they might be going through something heavy. They might be using that screen as a life raft. Now might be a wonderful time to talk with them, to offer a listening ear, and see if they need your support. Or, of course, they might just really enjoy a specific mobile game, but it is always worth checking in with love. Number 2 is how you treat service staff. This is a big one, and it speaks volumes about a person's character. How do you treat your waiter when the restaurant is busy? How do you speak to the checkout girl at the grocery store when the line is long? Everyone who works in the service industry is there to assist, to facilitate, and to help. They are human beings worthy of dignity and respect, yet they are often the targets of frustration. Pay close attention the next time you are out in the world. Watch how those around you interact with servers, baristas, and clerks. If you are on a date, observe your partner. Are they complaining nonstop about the waitress? Are they losing their patience or their temper over a small mistake, like a forgotten lemon in their water? When you take notice of these interactions, it gives you a window into their soul. You might learn interesting details about how they handle stress, control, and empathy. If someone cannot handle the minor inconvenience of waiting for an order of chicken wings with grace, how will they handle the larger challenges of life? True kindness is not how you treat your equals. It is how you treat those who are serving you. Number 3 brings us to fashion and function. What type of shoes you wear. You might think your footwear is just a style choice, but according to a study published in Science Direct, the shoes you wear most often can tell a narrative about who you are. Shoes convey a thin but incredibly useful slice of information about your personality. This study investigated how precise people were in judging the characteristics of a stranger based solely on their most worn shoes. Participants provided photographs of their footwear, and later, other subjects rated and judged the owners based on those images alone. The results were surprising. The judgments made were often accurate regarding the owner's age, income level, and even their attachment anxiety. For instance, those who consistently choose comfortable shoes are likely to be agreeable, practical, and grounded. They prioritize function and ease. On the other hand, if you wear uncomfortable shoes, perhaps high heels that pinch or stiff boots solely for style, you are likely a calm person, but one who carries a touch of internalized pain or a willingness to suffer for an image. If you are someone who prefers aggressive-looking footwear, like heavy ankle boots, it might reflect a tougher, more guarded exterior. And if you are the type of person who must always have brand new, spotless, well-maintained shoes, you might be trying to soothe an anxious or clingy attachment style by controlling your appearance perfectly. Your shoes are literally how you move through the world. It makes sense. They reflect your inner pace. Number 4 is how often you naturally make eye contact. The eyes are the windows to the soul, as the poets say. Not everyone likes making regular eye contact, and I want to validate that it is completely okay. Cultural background and neurodiversity play a huge role here, but generally speaking, eye contact, or the lack thereof, can reveal what you are thinking in a precise moment. According to researchers at Cornell University, people often reduce eye contact when they are discussing something embarrassing, when they are deep in complex thought, or when emotions get stirred up during a conversation. Breaking eye contact can be a way to reduce sensory input so the brain can focus. However, according according to this same research. If you are someone who happens to make a lot of sustained eye contact, you are likely more socially dominant. It shows a good amount of confidence and a desire to connect or persuade. So, the next time you are speaking with someone, notice where their eyes go. Are they hiding, thinking, or connecting? Number 5 is your handshake. In a post-pandemic world, we might do this less, but the handshake remains a classic communicative gesture. It can seem like such a small, trivial thing, a brief touching of palms, but it can actually be a significant indicator of your personality. A study from the University of Alabama had a group of trained handshake coders. Isn't that a fascinating job title? Shake hands twice with 112 male and female subjects. The subjects did not know they were being evaluated on their grip. Afterward, they completed 4 personality questionnaires. The study found that your handshake tends to stay consistent over time, and that how you shake hands correlates with who you are. The firmer your handshake is, the more likely you are to be an extrovert. A strong grip suggests you are open to new experiences and eager to engage with the world. If your handshake is more on the weaker side or floppy, you are more likely to be shy and perhaps a bit neurotic or anxious. A firm handshake generally makes a more favorable impression, signaling reliability and confidence. It is a physical transfer of energy. Number 6 is whether you show up on time or not. Punctuality is often a point of contention in relationships. Do you constantly run late to things? Have you gotten a bad reputation for struggling to make it to school, work, or dinner dates on time? We often judge lateness as a sign of disrespect, but in actuality, this bad habit might not be the worst thing. Running late can be indicative that you are a multitasker, or that you are simply more laid back in your approach to life. Findings from a 2003 study by Jeff Kant from San Diego State University showed something interesting. Out of 181 New York City subway operators, those who preferred to multitask were commonly late to work. Why? Because multitasking makes it harder to have metacognition, which is the awareness of what you are doing. When you are juggling 3 tasks at once, you lose track of the flow of time. You aren't being malicious. You are just existing in a different time stream. So, while chronic lateness can be frustrating for others, it often points to an optimistic personality that believes they can fit more into an hour than is physically possible. Number 7 is a test of thoughtfulness. When you get something for yourself, but do not think to get anything for anyone else. Let us visualize a scenario. You have had a long day at work. You are craving comfort food. So you decide to stop and grab some sushi on your way home. Do you call your partner, your roommate, or your family to see if they want some too? If you pick up the phone to ask, "Hey, I am at the sushi place. Do you want anything?" You are likely a kind, unselfish, and community-minded person. You naturally think in terms of we rather than me. However, someone who consistently buys food or treats only for themselves, walking through the door eating while others are present, is likely someone who could be considered inconsiderate or selfish. It indicates a lack of situational awareness and thoughtfulness. It might also just mean they are frugal, but usually it points to how much space other people occupy in their mind. Generosity is a habit, not just a grand gesture. Number 8 is if you subtly put others down. This is a behavior that can be very damaging, but hard to pinpoint. People can be subtly rude to you, and you might not notice it right away because it is wrapped in a casual tone. For example, do they talk like this? "Oh, you don't actually like reading that comic, right?" Or, "You aren't really into that video game, are you?" It is for kids. If they often phrase questions in a condescending way, essentially shaming your interests, and you cannot help but feel bad by their remarks, then they might not be the best friend to have. Speaking this way acts as a mirror. It is a sign that they look on the negative side of things. It shows they need to elevate themselves by lowering others. They do not think very highly of others because they are likely critical of themselves. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with them. Do you feel drained or small? That is your intuition telling you about their personality. And finally, number 9, perhaps the most quirky and specific one of all, where you look when you are drinking out of a cup. In the realm of psychology and body language, where you happen to look while you take a drink can subtly reveal a lot about your inner state. Next time you lift a mug of coffee or a glass of water, catch yourself in the act. If you look over the rim of your cup when taking a drink, scanning the room, you are likely an extroverted type. You are curious, observant, and easily influenced by your environment. It is an indicator that you trust others easily. You are not afraid to let your guard down while drinking. You are environmentally aware and have a carefree view of life. However, if you look down into the cup when drinking, staring at the liquid, you are more introspective. You are checking in with yourself. You are focused, thoughtful, and perhaps have a more idealistic or serious view of life. You are creating a small, private moment with your beverage. And if you are someone who closes their eyes while drinking, this suggests you might be in some sort of pain or discomfort. Or conversely, you are deeply preoccupied with seeking pleasure and relief. You are shutting out the world to fully experience the sensory comfort of the drink. It is a moment of total immersion. So, there we have it. 9 little keys to unlock the mysteries of personality. From the digital habits of phone usage to the physical grip of a handshake, and even the direction of your gaze while sipping tea. We are complex, beautiful, and intricate beings. Every move we make tells a story. I invite you to reflect on this. Which of these 9 things mentioned in the video do you think would reveal the most about your personality? Are you the multitasker running late? Are you the introspective tea drinker looking into the cup? Or are you the one with the firm handshake and the comfortable shoes? Remember, none of these traits are inherently good or bad. They are simply data. They are information that helps us understand ourselves and each other better. When we understand why someone is looking at their phone, we can approach them with empathy instead of judgment. When we understand why we are late, we can work on our mindfulness. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please tell us in the comments below which point resonated with you the most. Did you learn something new about yourself? Or perhaps you realized something about a friend? If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please like it and share it with others who may find it interesting too. Share it with that friend who always wears the cool shoes, or the one who is always late. Let's spread some understanding. All the studies and references used for the psychological concepts in this video are listed in the description box below, so you can dive deeper if you wish. Do not forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon so you never miss a moment of insight with us. We have so much more content planned to help you navigate your emotional world with grace and happiness. Thank you so much for watching, for being part of our Happy Aura family, and for taking this time to invest in yourself. You are worthy of understanding, and you are worthy of love. We will see you in our next video. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and keep shining your beautiful light. I want to leave you with one final thought as we wrap up today. Notice that many of these points, the shoes, the phone, the handshake, are about how we interface with the world. They are the boundaries between us and them. But the most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. When you catch yourself looking into your cup, take a moment to ask, how am I feeling right now? When you realize you are checking your phone out of anxiety, take a deep breath and ask, what do I need to feel safe? Use these signs not just to analyze others, but to befriend yourself. Self-awareness is a lifelong journey. It is not a destination. You might change. Next year, you might wear different shoes. You might improve your punctuality. You might start looking over the rim of your cup. And that is the beauty of being human. We are fluid. We are growing. So, embrace your quirks. Embrace your habits. They are the fingerprints of your soul. I am sending you all so much love and positive energy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, filled with meaningful eye contact, firm handshakes, and maybe even some delicious sushi shared with people you love. Take care of yourselves, Psych2Goers. Oops, I mean Happy Aura family. We are all in this together, learning and growing every single day. One last thing before I go. If you found the section on phone anxiety relatable, please be gentle with yourself. Technology is designed to capture our attention. Reclaiming your peace is a practice. Maybe try leaving your phone in another room for 10 minutes today. Just 10 minutes. See how it feels. It is a small step toward reclaiming your calm. This exploration of the self is what makes life so rich. I hope you carry these insights with you. When you walk down the street today, look at the shoes passing by. When you shake a hand, feel the energy. When you meet a waiter, offer a smile. You are now equipped with a secret language of understanding. Use it wisely and use it with kindness. Everything we do is a communication. Everything is a signal. And your signal is beautiful. Thank you again. Your support means the world to us. We literally could not do this without you. Every like, every share, every comment helps us keep the lights on and the content coming. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. See you next time. Stay happy.